I finally done it. I finally unlocked the Berserker class. This was something that I was trying ever since the game came out and I just never got around to doing it. The Berserker class is pretty OP, as you would expect, a huge damage dealer. So let me guide you through how to unlock it and some of its great uses, what weapons you should be using. Let's go. So you've got to kill 20 enemies in 10 seconds. Often you're going to have to wait until you get a blood moon. That's when you get more enemies. So usually day 5, that's when you should be able to do this one, or day 10, that might be the next big opportunity. Obviously you can only still do this in saga mode to unlock the characters and classes. Effectively clear out the other gates from enemies and leave one of them to build up over time, and hopefully it'll be enough to jump in and kill them all once it's all built up. And using lightning damage. Remember, lightning is the kind of elemental weakness of the hell things, so any lightning weapons are going to make that a lot easier. Or shock, depending on what you want to call it. You've got to pay attention also obviously to the night time when it's going to finish. And like I said, try and let it build up. Just have one of your gates, have them wailing on them. Go and take out some of the other 2 gates and just let one gate build up with as many enemies during the blood moon. This will also work with any kind of weapon that does an area effect damage, even the dark or poison. There's one that you can pretty get, the Sigmund's Blade I do believe, upgrade 2. You can see me using it on this gate here and you can see how much damage it's doing to it. So although that is the kind of element they're most resistant to, it's still a fairly decent one to put on and then go ahead and attack the rest of them. So it might be something else to consider using. You want to make sure also you've got 3 of your special abilities or power moves available too to take them out quicker. And a bit of luck, you should be able to unlock the Berserker class. So how good is the Berserker class? Well, as long as you don't mind using axes or hammers, this guy can be seriously OP, especially when you equate it with fire damage. Effectively, the Berserker will have a red bar that pops up every hit that you do on enemies, and when that gets to the top, you'll then be able to do a lot more damage. Other perks from the Berserker are that you've got much more better resistance to stun and more durability for your weapons, and you can increase your dark as well as your fire efficiency by 20%. Not only that, you can also increase the amount of damage from the combos, so chaining them together you can increase it up to 40% or 20% before then, and then you've also got other ones that will give extra stun nearby. That stun is obviously good for smaller groups of mobs, but even for the giant with that additional combo damage that you can aim for, means you're going to be the go-to guy to melee damage these bad boys. Combine that with the right elemental weakness weapon and yeah, you will be the giant killer amongst your group. Now it also has one where you do 25% more damage when you're under 25% health. So if you want to unlock extra dark energy damage, you're going to have to buy that one, which I don't think is that great, but it does also mean you're on your way to getting more durability for your weapons. And yeah, make sure you get some extra damage with either axes or hammers. But if you have managed to get yourself a pretty decent sword, then you can ignore them too and focus on some more of the other blessings. Given you're a Berserker, I would absolutely make sure though you go for Wrath Unleashed and Wrath Appeased. Wrath Unleashed will give you a blast after 2 seconds of full Wrath, so when that little hot bar fills up, it will do damage to any enemies nearby. And then helping with your special moves, you could also get extra mana for every enemy hit by that blast. So get in the thick of things, make sure you got decent armor if you can, don't worry about a shield if you're using obviously a big hammer. And really that is the way to go. That would be the perfect build, getting a decent hammer, decent armor, and making sure you're getting that 10% extra hammer damage, weapon durability boost, the combos, and yeah, I would say go for the mana as well. Although do remember, unless anything's changed, you can still only have 10 blessing points for any one playthrough in saga mode. I'm so glad I finally managed to unlock this guy. I'm going to be using him a whole ton to get even better at getting in there with hammers, as that's one of the weapon sets I've really not looked at in the past. Found that guide helpful? Let me know. Go and check out the rest of them. I've got some guides for the characters from last year that are all still valid as well, and I will do some fresh revamps to some of the others too. And I'll see you ratbags for more Tribes of Midgard content soon. Bye.